the next speaker to Mr. Victor Gao. The West Philippine Sea has long been a flashpoint, and as the former head of the National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea, I have personally dealt with the presence of foreign maritime militia vessels, frequently swarming Pag-asa Island and Ayungin Shoal. In each instance, our response was measured yet resolute. We filed diplomatic protests, we mobilized regional partnerships, and we maintained operational readiness without succumbing to provocation. The principle of assertive restraint calls for standing firm in defense of our rights, including the landmark 2016 arbitral ruling and the provisions of United Nations Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, while resisting the impulse to escalate tensions. It is a strategy rooted in legal legitimacy, moral ascendancy, and strategic discipline, demonstrating that resolve and restraint can coexist in the pursuit of regional peace and stability. As an example, our pursuit of maritime and border cooperation with Indonesia and Malaysia exemplifies how trust-based collaboration can yield tangible security gains. By jointly securing our shared maritime borders, we not only deter transnational threats such as piracy, smuggling, and terrorism, but also reinforce mutual confidence and operational synergy among our forces. These initiatives reflect the power of collaborative frameworks rooted in trust, transparency, and shared responsibility, which are the key pillars of a stable and resilient Indo-Pacific. Today, we are building a community of like-minded nations united by a shared commitment to peace, stability, mutual respect, and the rule of law. As the respected former speaker, Mr. Gao, would say, the rule of law. Through strengthened partnerships and enhanced defense cooperation, we aim to build collective capabilities that not only safeguard our sovereignty, but also serve as a credible deterrent against unwanted aggression. Yet, even as we strengthen our collective defense posture, we remain guided by the principle of assertive restraint, a deliberate and disciplined approach that balances firmness with responsibility. It reflects our commitment to uphold international law, avoid unnecessary escalation, and pursue peaceful resolution of disputes. In doing so, we demonstrate that strength and stability are best achieved not through provocation, but through principled action and unwavering resolve, or assertive restraint. However, a credible defense posture with diplomacy is not enough. We must also foster what I call a culture of security. Security should not live solely in the realm, in the domain of generals and/or diplomats. It must be embedded in the fabric of our societies. When we launched our internal security campaigns, we involved the youth, media, academia, and the religious institutions. They were not just bystanders. They were not bystanders. They were stakeholders. Building on this, the current national security policy and strategy are being rolled out not only to align government programs with our national interests, but also to cultivate a deeper societal awareness that national security is not merely the responsibility of the state. It is a shared mindset essential to peace and development. By embedding national security consciousness into everyday governance and civic life, we aim to foster a culture of vigilance, resilience, and proactive engagement. This holistic approach ensures that every sector contributes to a stable and secure environment where development can thrive. The security mindset anchored on mutual respect must now be embraced across the Indo-Pacific, serving as a cornerstone for building a peaceful, prosperous, resilient, and inclusive region. As nations confront shared challenges, from territorial disputes to transnational threats, the adoption of a common strategic outlook rooted in vigilance, cooperation, common good, and responsible statecraft becomes essential. By fostering a culture of security, it is viewed that this culture is not only a defense imperative, but also as a development enabler. We can collectively shape then an Indo-Pacific where stability and progress can go hand in hand. Let us not forget, for example, that ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, despite its limitations, has played a crucial role in preventing major conflicts through consensus and dialogue. However, as security challenges in the region grow more complex, ASEAN's emphasis on sociocultural and economic integration has left a noticeable gap in its security architecture. Strengthening ASEAN's culture of security is essential, not only to safeguard and sustain the economic gains that it has achieved, but also to ensure that it remains a credible and effective contributor to peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific.